So here we have it in section 4. So a corporate is planning a separate travel entities for 2 representatives, F and G, each who must visit 3 of the following cities: Houston, Montrose, Seattle, Toronto. Each city must be visited at least once by each representative. The following additional conditions apply. So here we're going to put the rules on the right side with using logic and philosophy of variables. Anyone visiting Montrose must visit Toronto's immediately afterwards. So anyone visiting Montrose must visit Toronto's afterwards. If Gloria visits Houston, then Frank visits Montrose. If Frank visits Houston, then Frank must visit Seattle after. Alright, so now we're going to go look for each question, and we already took up a few minutes to come up with the setups. Which of the following could be the answer to the 2 represents each listed cities in order which they are visited? So starting with the M rule and MT, look at my mouse, I'm quickly looking for Montrose and seeing Toronto after, and if I don't see it, I take it off the board immediately. If Gloria visits Houston, then Frank visits Montrose. So right now I'm targeting Gloria and looking for Houston. Then if I don't see Montrose for Frank, then I eliminate it. If Frank visits Houston, then he has to visit Seattle after, which he does not do here. So this one, I go ahead and copy the correct game, please. And for those guys wondering why I do this, it's because I want to have a good setup to go ahead and use for the next scenario. And when I use this one I already know it's going to be proper. For those guys wondering if this is the correct answer. Now I try to look for a question that's which of the following could be Frank Interior's listed city. I try to look for more of a question that's more specific. If Gloria and Frank each visit Montrose, then which of the following could be true? So let me go ahead and practice this one right now. So they're going to visit Montrose, and I'm going to go ahead and draw. This was the first question. This is going to be question 3, and I'm going to go ahead circle this because this isn't going to be able to change. So Montrose, well, that means Toronto's going to be next, and if Gloria visits Houston, then Frank automatically has to visit Seattle. And right now I'm going to put this game piece again over here, and this time I'm going to go ahead and put M in the middle with T on the other side. And with that being done, I can go ahead and put the Gloria visiting Houston and Frank visiting Montrose, and also I could go ahead and put the Seattle in here. And now these 2 game pieces are going to be for the question 3. And let's see which one could be true. Houston is a sex city visited by Frank. I don't see that to be true. Houston is a sex city visited by Gloria. I also don't see that. Seattle is the first city by Frank. I do see that as possibly being true. Seattle's the 3rd city by Gloria, no. Toronto's the 1st city by Gloria, no. So question 3 we have C, which is going to be correct. Here comes question 4. If Toronto is the 1st city Gloria visits, so I put okay, so I put F here, G here, and then I'm going to put T as the 1st city And I'm going to put another F here, another G here, and I'm going to put T symbolizing the first city. Which of them cannot be true? So if I put so technically I can't put Montreal in Toronto here because then, well, let's see what we could do. So alright, well, if that's the case, then we're gonna go ahead and put M here. We're gonna go ahead and put it. Let's put a Seattle here, and then an M here and a T here, and then we're gonna put a Seattle here, and then we're gonna put a Houston here with a Seattle and a Seattle with a Houston. And let's see what we got. Okay, Frank visited Houston. Now I don't see that anywhere, so let's go ahead and pick that one right there. And we got that one correct. Which following must be true? Frank visits Houston. I don't really see that. Frank visits Mount Rose. I do see that. Gloria visits Houston. I don't see that. Gloria visits Seattle. I do see that. Gloria visits Toronto. Now, when it comes to Gloria visits Toronto, I see that's 100% complete on all ends. So, just to make sure that we're picking the right one, let's go ahead and see how that was actually one on the game question 2, T being one that solid represents. Let's go ahead and choose T. And we got it correct. If the second city Frank visits is Seattle, so I don't see it anywhere here. So let's go ahead and symbolize F, G here. Now, since we're so close to getting almost done here, I have Seattle here, which means I'm going to put Montrose here and Toronto here. And then Gloria is going to get Gloria's going to get Houston here. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and put H here and T here. That way we can have understanding of the proper setup. Alright, now this is going to be for game 6 right here, and if I need to circle it, we're going to have it right here, and the one above it too that we just created. Okay, so the first city Frank visits Montrose. I don't see that to be true. The third city Frank visits Toronto. I do see that to be true. The first city Gloria visits Seattle. I don't see that to be true. The second city Gloria visits Montrose. Yeah, I see that to be true in 1. The third city Gloria visits Toronto. I see it to be true in 1 as well. But for the Frank visiting Toronto, the third city being Toronto for Frank, I see that I'm both correct. And also the answer is correct as well. Let's make sure we got all the answers. Okay, here's one that we left out. Which of the following could be Frank listing itineraries in order in which we visit them? Now, let's use the rules we have. Alright, Mount Rose, Toronto's. It has to go Mount Rose, Toronto's. It can't, so that one goes out the window. It can't go in that order as well. If Frank visits Houston, he has to visit Seattle. So it can't be going in that order. Here we go. That's okay. And that's okay. Now for HTS, I don't I really see the HTS. Let's see for HMT. Let's see if we can see it. Okay, HTS I can see here. And we had the ability, if I can go ahead and show you right now, to go back and forth and rotate on the S and T, which puts T in the middle. So technically, yeah, we could put HTC. And we got that one correct. I believe we answered all the questions right now with this setup that we just used. And we can go ahead and turn in the 6 questions. And we got 100% correct in 10 minutes. And that was a video right now that I just demonstrated. And if we need to review, we answered the first question. We copied the game board, as you answered the rest of the questions remaining. And every answer we put in was 100% correct. Thank you for watching. If you need to as well, let me know if you want me to solve any logic games at all. Thank you.